Yeah, welcome back to my class again today. Today we are going to look at instance method. Now we are still looking at the component of a class, right? We've done instance variable, we've done a class variable. So we are going to look at instance method. There are actually 3 or 4, but we are going to deal with 3 methods in Python programming, object-oriented programming. One of the methods will be instance method, class method, and static method. The fourth one, that one actually works with from a module. So we won't look at that in this class. Okay, so now we want to look at, let me see, can this go in? Okay, instance method. Okay, it's actually the most common method you find in every class. And what does it do? It actually works on the attribute that is uh, the variable of an instance, right? That is what actually works on. It controls. So when you create an object of a class, then the behaviors that are going to work on that object is actually what you refer to as instance method. Now, let's go ahead and create the class that we've been using. You know, before I will declare a class, right? Class man. Then I will go in and I will say define. Then I will call the initialization keyword. And here I will say self and then name, right? This is what we usually do. And then we'll come here and we'll say self dot name, and then we assign the name to it. Okay, now this is the class that we've declared. Before, what I will have done will have been to create an object, and then I will now say print. I will now use that object to access this name and I will print it out. Now I don't want to do that. I want that action to take place inside the class. So I will now come here and I will say define, right? I'll call it, what name will I call it? I will say display underscore info. Display info. This is the method name. And then here I will say self, and then I will close it. So I will come here and I will say print. Then what I want to do is I will supply a format string into this my print function that is inside this method that I've declared. Now, what makes this method an instance method is because of this self. So it's going to use this self to access the object that is going to be created for this class. I'm going to use a string literal, a format string. So in supplying a format string, I will say F, and then I will say double quote. Then in this place, I will write the name of the man is, then I'll put this here, and then I'll do this. Then self dot name, right? So this is it. Now this is what is going to print, and this one I will have to put this quote here, and then I'll close the bracket. So this is my class. This is my class. Yeah, this is my class that I've created, right? Class man define. Then I'll call this init method self name supplying two parameters. Now this init method is going to use this self to access the instance that I'm going to create for this class, and then the name of it, which will be given, will now come in here, and this one will hold it. Now I'm defining another method inside the class again. Now I told you I'm just going to be increasing whatever it is that we create for this class. So there's another behavior now that has been created, which is what? Display info. This display info is expecting this parameter by default, which is what? Self. meaning this, it is through this display info is going to access any instance or any object that is created for this class. All right. Now, inside this method, what is it expected to do? It's expected to print out this. Now, print, this is a format string that I'm supplying here. I've taught you that in my previous classes. So the name of the man is, then colon. Then inside this curly bracket means it is an expression. So when it gets here, it's going to activate this expression. And this expression is what? Self, which is this self, right? Dot name. So you are now calling this name. So it will be the name of the man is whatever it is that I will supply to the object. That's what you will see here. So now let's create an object for this class. So I'm going to create an object here, and then the object will be male, right? Then I will assign, which is inside this class, man, right? And then I'll give it the name Adam. So this is it. Now, when I want to print out this name on the screen, instead of accessing the name, I am going to call this method. So here I will say mail dot display info. Display underscore info. This is the method that I'm calling. Now, when I call this method, it's just going to give me this output. It will give me, it will read all this. And then this one will now be, so this, then colon, Adam. So all this will be written here, then colon. So this one will now go into this place and pull out Adam, because this Adam is going to be given to this name, right? And this mail will be given to self. So it will go mail.name, trying to access the name. So this will be given to it. So name will be, this Adam will be assigned to this self.name. Now, when I call the function, the method, which is mail.displayInfo. So this mail.displayInfo is calling this. Now, this mail is what is given to this place. So this display info now knows that is to display the name of this mail. So display underscore info will now go in and display the name of the man is Adam. That is what to be displayed on the screen. So let's go to our PyCharm and practically see this demonstration, and then you will see the output. So this is what? Instance method. So as we go on, we'll just be adding more and more and more and more method and attribute variables inside the class, and then you create an object that is going to what? Implement those methods in the class. So that is what I have for you today. If you like this class, do not forget to share this video and always click on the like button. I would also love to see your comment, right, as a feedback for me to improve or to know what I need to do more on my videos. Okay, so let's go ahead and demonstrate what we did in the class just now. So instance method. So we'll create our class, man. Then we'll go in, define, double underscore init, and then self, which is the first parameter, and then name. Then self dot name, assign name to it. Okay. Now we'll create the second, that is the instance method. Define display underscore info. See, it's also taking the self as the first parameter. Now here we are going to type print. We'll bring in the format string. Name of the man is, then, and then we'll bring in our curly bracket. So inside it we'll type self dot name. Okay, so that's what we have. Now we have created our class. Now let's create an object of this class, right? Let's create an object of the class. So we'll say male assign. So it's from the class we are going to create man. Then we assign name to it, Adam. Now we are going to call this method. So we say male dot display underscore info function. This is it. So now we are done. So we're just going to click on, so it will give us the name of the man is Adam. That is it. Because it's substituting this Adam for name and then assigning it to self.name, right? Which is what? This self is referencing the male. And then you are creating this object in this class. So instead of calling the print function under this declaration, which is what we usually do before, I'm just putting the print function inside another method in the class. So once I call that method, this is what is going to happen, which means once an object of a class is created, meaning a child of the family is born, that child, once the child call a particular behavior from the family, there's an expected output. So if you supply um, attribute parameter to it, and that behavior is called, then you are going to see uh, the impact on the surface. So this is just it. So I call the method and it's displaying the name of the man is Adam. That is all. So if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to click on the like button. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Facebook page if you have not done so. So to we see in the next class.